Last Saturday, my friends and I were invited to what we thought would be an ordinary cheese tasting event at my friend Dave's house. Dave had always been a bit of a cheese enthusiast, often wowing us with his extensive knowledge of Gouda and Brie, so we weren't surprised when he decided to host a tasting. We arrived with wine in hand, ready to enjoy what we believed would be a relaxing afternoon. Upon entering, however, we noticed something slightly unusual. Each cheese was displayed on its own little stand, with what looked like a tiny microphone next to it. Dave winked mysteriously and said, "Trust me, this is going to be the sharpest tasting you've ever attended." Curiosity piqued, we gathered around as Dave encouraged us to try the first cheese, a delightful piece of aged cheddar. As we savored it, Dave pressed a button, and a voice came through the speakers. "Hello, everyone. I'm Cheddar, nice to meet you." We laughed, assuming it was just a clever pre-recorded message. But as we moved from cheese to cheese, each one had its own distinct personality. The Brie was particularly snooty, insisting we pronounce its name with a French accent, while the Swiss cheese kept interrupting itself due to its holy nature. At this point, we were thoroughly entertained and a little weirded out by the whole experience. Dave explained that he'd been working on this project for months, recording voices and writing scripts for each cheese. As we got to the last cheese, a particularly stinky blue, we couldn't help but wonder what it might say. We all leaned in as Dave pressed the button, and with a deep, resonant voice, the blue cheese declared, "I'm just here for the greater good." We burst out laughing, realizing that the entire setup had led us to this punny crescendo. Dave, looking immensely proud, announced that the cheese tasting had been a wonderful success, and we all agreed it was the most memorable cheese experience of our lives. As we left, we couldn't help but chuckle at the thought of cheeses having personalities and cracking jokes, and we promised Dave we'd come back for another round. After all, who could resist the charm of a talking cheese?